Hello, this your girl Earl from Embracing Reborns, and today is Mini Power Tuesday. And no, I'm not doing a changing video today because it's cold and rainy and damp today. But I did bring Kennella back on today once again, showing her new little Minnie Mouse Passy with the little Minnie Mouse. And check it out, it got the little sparkles and rhinestones. I didn't know if I showed that. And the little clip just long enough for her. And y'all know Kennella's 13 inches. She is the Carla full body silicone scout, poured in one piece from Claire Taylor Dolls. It's a sold out edition. But her Minnie Mouse pacifier matches the new crawling Minnie Mouse that I found the other day when me, mom, and dad had doctor's appointment. And on our way back, we stopped to the grocery store, and across from the grocery store was the thrift store. And I said, well, let's go peek in there. You never know what you can find. And I got this Minnie Mouse here for $2.99. And I think it talks or something. Minnie. Wait a minute. There's something on the bottom of your punch. Hold up.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh.
Follow me.
Oh, the Minnie Mouse crawl. Check it out. Kennella looking at her little Minnie Mouse crawling. You hashtag gotta love it. Let me see.
Can you catch me?
Oh, we could stir the dogs up. Okay, we could still put this to the end. I don't know nothing. But, hey, y'all be quiet. Well, while I got them quiet, I also come on today with some Happy Meal. And I'm going to cover up the person address. This is my address. Which most of the times I do put my name on the bottom of my videos. But if anybody who ever wanting to send me something, if you go into the on my page and it says about me, you'll always find my address, my Instagram name, my email address. That's how you can contact me. So all the contact information is put in that description. But for those who want to know, is Embracing Reborns, P.O. Box 70632, North Charleston, South Carolina 29415. And this Happy Meal today came from Miss Ruth Clay. So y'all go check out her channel here on YouTube, Ruth Clay. She has several beautiful babies. Now I can't tell you all the scout names, but I know for a fact that she have a the one that I like is little Gigi. He's a Marty Brown. I think that's either twin A or twin B because I get them mixed up as one or the other. And she got a low micro preemie, this an inch shorter than Kennella by Lorna Miller Sands. She got masterpiece dolls and other reborns on her channel, so y'all go check out her channel. She also even have the Smiling Jordan. And now let's see what Auntie Ruth sing, y'all. Oh, look at the little bunnies with the sparkles. Listen to Minnie. Minnie, now what we ain't gonna do is have you running over my video talking across me. Minnie doing the video. Can you believe that? And a pink one. Oh, these are so pretty with the little sequin stomach. Oh, Nella, you and Reba got a bunny. Oh. Well, no, you know what? Ruth favorite on my channel is the Saskia, so wanna be for LaWanda and wanna be for Victoria, because LaWanda is Ruth's favorite doll, so those will be their bunnies. Because technically, I bought Kennella got a bunny from Alabama when I went to Alabama last year. And this is the rest of the stuff that came in the meal. I hope I got all this in frame. Yeah. Okay. Because today, I'm not trying to get in camera. I've been on camera yesterday. And I'm going to tell y'all, because like San said, well, when I got the camera set up like this, if I try to record myself in the camera, I always never have it stacked up high enough, and I get cut off because I'm trying to do it by myself. You know, mom still can't be holding her head down since the surgeries and stuff to be looking to make sure. So I don't even get her to help me. So that's why y'all see a lot of videos where you just see the dolls and not me. And yesterday I caught myself doing the reverse camera. But when I do it on the phone, I'm good to go. But when I do it on the tablet, I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking at for the camera. So my eye and head directions be all over the place. So with that being said, excuse me, how you doing? Kind of like the carrying on this channel here. Oh, now these are pretty. Miss Ruth saying to sew these. Now these will be for Reva here. Cause they you know, I stopped cutting off my pacifiers for the reborn because I know eventually I do plan to get more silicone dolls because I do like the silicone a little bit more, and so I stopped cutting off the ones that do have magnets. I let them use those from time to time, but very rarely do y'all ever see me have my babies, with the exception of Reva, on pacifier. Cause usually I'll just set it right by them, the one to match the color, set it by them for a photo shoot or something like that. I just don't magnetize everything, but these here are for Reva. Thank you, Miss Ruth. These are pretty. Some pretty Soothies. There was one is pink and one is mint green. And this one here we got wrapped in a green package. Let's see what this lovely gift is. Oh, she said 2 Magnum one. Oh, now that is so cute. Now I just said that I didn't, because I got a few with magnets, but she sent these, and these ones do have the magnets. So now y'all will see my reborn, because some of them do have magnets in the head. The only one that didn't have a magnet was Angelina. So Angelina used to be the only one that I would take with me to the nursing home, because you got to be careful when you're around elderly people with your reborn dolls, for those who don't know, because if you have magnets in your doll, and if you're taking your doll out and you, people want to hold your dolls, please be, especially if they're an elderly person. Not saying it's just for elderly, but you just got to be careful with anybody who may have a heart condition, and if they got if they have AFib or got a pacemaker or anything like that in their heart, you have to be careful allowing them to hold the doll with magnets in the head, in the doll's head. So do be careful when you do take your reborns out, and people might want to hold the dolls. Do ask them if they have a pacemaker, and explain to them if you know you don't have a problem them holding the dolls, but you don't want to endanger their lives by holding the doll. So when I did take my dolls to the nursing, well, one doll to the nursing home, around my patient, because she always wanted to see my reborn, and she ended up, I would show her pictures of the reborn. All my reborns had magnets and Minisiliworld, and by the time I did get one without a magnet, she already had passed away. So when she passed away, I said, you know what, I'm gonna share the one that I don't have with magnet to the nursing home. And I'm gonna tell y'all, that doll, when I walked in that place and I took it to the girl who asked me to bring it, I went to the cafeteria first. Well, needless to say, by the time they passed it around and then that dog came back to me a couple of hours later. When I got off at 5 that evening, I then left the building to after 7, because I brought it in the bag because I didn't want to be stopped every 5 seconds. But I took it out the bag, and then the dog got passed around. Well, and I was getting worried because an hour and a passing, the dog never came back to the room yet. But then I eventually bring the dog to the room. And then so when I was leaving, I just threw the doll across my shoulder. Why did that? I ended up there 2 hours past my time, because now the patients are fighting over the doll. And I'll never forget, oh, Miss Pearl, she could talk, but, well, hurry up, because you, she told Miss Angus that you got children. She said, well, you got kids too. She said, well, I adopted mine. I didn't have any. And she said, well, they're still your kids. But they fighting over the doll, and then even the guys wanted to hold the dolls, and then one of the nurse assistant, she had a private patient there as well. She told her patient asked for me to come in there. They're taking pictures of them and the dolls was all on everybody Facebook, including my patient. They took pictures, and he had a Facebook page, and he took put pictures of the doll on the Facebook, because I told his daughter, tell Jack his biracial grand is here. And I brought it to work, and they just cannot believe it. And he took a picture of him and that doll and put it on their Facebook page. Don't you know he got so many comments and congratulations, because he was telling everybody, look at his new biracial grandchild, and everybody was complimenting him and everything. And I said, Jack, we got to tell them the truth. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Thanks for all the compliments, but this is my caregiver, my wife's caregiver, reborn doll. And it just blew up on this page, because they could not believe that Angelina was a doll and not a real baby. But anyway, oh, now this is pretty. And look at this magnet, so strong they stick into each other. Wow, that is amazing. Now I believe Miss Ruth did this one on herself, and this is a premium one. Oh, wait a minute. Now I haven't put I haven't, because I haven't finished her. Where is she? She right behind me. You had her fall off. Where's her at? Because I got a preemie I'm working on, as well as a micro preemie. So I'm thinking this little one can go for little baby Willow, because I haven't ordered her a passy yet. And I plan to order her a little preemie. OMG, y'all, look at little Willow. Look at her a passy. Now, isn't that the cutest? Now, I believe Miss Ruth probably blinged this out, because Miss Ruth, y'all need to go check her out. And if y'all interested in getting blinged out pacified for your reborns, contact Miss Ruth. And I know she could be fit to be tied, because I put her on blast. But I told her she's doing such a good job with blinging them out, so that I'm going to help her make her a little change. So y'all want to purchase some blinged out pacifiers, I'm starting Miss Ruth a business. She just ain't know it until she see this video. So y'all go to Miss Ruth and get y'all a customized bling pacifier for your babies. And that's what we're going to do. She will be selling blinged out pacifiers this summer. So that way she can make her little extra change for her trip she's going on. She's not going to be to the doll show this year, because she's going on the church having a little retreat thing somewhere. I can't remember what she told me, during the same time of the doll show. So her and her husband going to that. So let's support her by buying some bling pacifiers, and then that way she can make a little extra spending cash so when she goes on her trip. And this is another pretty one here. Check this one out. Let me see if I can focus on that. Isn't that cute with the little teddy bears and thing? Now that is pretty. And these are all magnetized pacifier. And like I said, these are so strong. To look how it sticks to each other. The magnets are really nice and strong in both of them. So put the thing back on Kennella. And that is a beautiful pacifier. Well, so y'all will be seeing the girls come in the next upcoming videos. My reborns, I will definitely be changing them in outfits to match these pacifiers. And Miss Ruth, thank you so much for the beautiful pacifiers. Truly, truly appreciate it, as well as the beautiful rabbits. We got another happy mail, and this one comes from San Nursery. I'm not going to show everything that she sent, because she sent me and my family some snacks. And when this box came, Dad was like, Earl, well, what is that? And he even helped me. Here's a nice, you can open it. I said, saying something for the second shot. And so with that being said, We already opened those boxes, and we truly appreciate those. So I'm just saying, if I end up, I'm already plus size, but y'all see me slowly but surely getting big as a brick house on this YouTube video. Y'all do not come at me, all come for me. Y'all go to San, and cause she the one did it. But regardless of that saying, I truly appreciated Dad and Mom. I was so happy as well. And she got me this here and come packaged like this. So let's see what this is. It's a t-shirt. Let me see what it says. Oh, okay. This is from the Raptorcon. Let me see if y'all can see this in frame. It's the Raptorcon t-shirt. And what happened when Mom was staying down in Colombia with Dad, the Raptorcon that I always go to was going on that same weekend. That's the weekend I tell y'all it was so cold down there. I had to go buy me a coat once I got there, because I didn't even understand that temperature down there in Colombia that day. I mean, as I was driving, even though I had the heat on in the car, all my flipping cold freezing. But don't you know, and it is just 2 hours away. But when I got there, I said, Mom, the Mom keep blowing up the phone. You ain't here yet. You ain't here yet. And I left as early as I could. And I said, well, Mom, the Raptorcon is going on, because you know I go to the Raptorcon every year. And the Raptorcon, for those who don't know, it's a reptile show. And if you go on and put Raptorcon, wait a minute, is it this way? Oh, see, I got it upside down. REPTICOM. No, CON.com. Or you can just Google Raptorcon show dates, and it'll tell you if any Raptorcon shows coming in your area. And this is a reptile show and exhibit hall full of all kind of reptile, any kind of reptiles. That's why I buy a lot of my turtles and tortoises from. And I always tell y'all, if I hit the lottery, I want to build reborn community. I just want to get so much acres of land, and this may sound crazy, but and then for those who don't have homes or don't own homes in the reborn community, give everybody who into the reborn hobby homes, and then we can have a clubhouse and all this here. But I always wanted, and if that didn't happen, I always wanted to get a couple of acres where I can get involved with the conservatories and the zoos, and anyway, have a reptile little sanctuary in my backyard, and have like little benches and things where you can just sit down there and observe the reptiles. And like I always say, once all my dogs die out and cats, I refuse to get any more. But I always have one dog at least, because I don't even know how to live without a dog. But I want my backyard to turn. If I don't ever get the acreage and land, I'm gonna take the little bit that's around my house. But this house here is not gonna work where I'm at, because I have a problem with these darn raccoons. I cannot get. I got a family of 5, y'all. I've tried everything. We do have traps, and my neighbors. I bought a trap, but me and my husband have yet to put the trap out. We scared and everything, and even though the neighbors say if we get them trapped, because see, if he gets stuck in the trap, we could be scared to touch the trap to move him. But the neighbors say they'll take care of it for us, so we could have to try to work on that to get rid of them. But the neighborhood that I live in, it got so many trees and everything. Because one time I came down the opposite end of my street and I saw 5 of them there. So I tell my husband, oh, thank God. Then I moved to the other end of the street. He said, Earl, that is not our set. Our 5 is still here in this yard. That's somebody else 5 down there. Because, I mean, when I tell you, these families is just taking over my neighborhood. I just don't understand it. Them possums and things. Because that's why I had to put my turtles had to get something bold to keep my turtles in. But I want my turtles to be, able to roam freely and not just enclosed. And I mean, I still would block off an area, but if I put them the way I want them now, they will go in there and try to eat them or bother them or whatever the case may be. So I can't have it that way. No, so this is why. But I would love to, I always tell Sam, Florida would be ideal because it stays warm out there all the time. And a lot of YouTubers that I watch, they got their reptiles, but they get to keep them outdoors all the time. Because you just don't want to keep them closed up in cages or aquariums or pens or Rubbermaids or whatever the case may be. You want them to be just to be in nature and just have themselves a good time. But anyway, and like I said, I had several. I used to have one of my first Herman tortoise. I had them for about, let me see, we had her when we moved here. I think I had Hermie either 11 or 12 years, and then a couple of years here. And I went to Repticon with my damn self, and I didn't know no better. When don't know better, God look out for children and fools. But I tell you the truth, I didn't knew that you can cross species of reptiles, and you need to keep reptiles quarantined when you don't know whether you got them, if they're captive bred or wild caught. And Hermie, I raised Hermie from the size of a quarter until full grown. And he used to stay out. I had a special thing both for him, and it was 3 sides treated with, and the bottom was treated. Then you had one side was what is like some kind of low square wire they did on one side, so he can always look out. But you don't want them looking out too much, because they'll be hitting the glass or whatever, trying to get out or whatever. And then the whole top was plexiglass with a handle over, and it was on tall legs and everything. So in the wintertime, he ain't got used to our climate, so he would bury himself and hibernate during the wintertime. And then come spring around, March, April, he comes up. And then I try to put fresh foods, and they're all vegetarians. So then I goes to the reptile show and buy these box turtles. Different kinds of box turtles, because I've always loved box turtles. Go to Repticon, get all these, put everybody in Hermie thing, the desert tortoise, the eastern box turtles, the Hermie tortoise. I had all kinds of different turtles and things mixed up in that thing. Well, needless to say, somebody had something going on. And I had a Russian tortoise in there as well. And I don't know which one was the culprit, but anyway, somebody came in with a parasite or something and killed out my entire stock. So with that being said, I went to, oh goodness, Turtles and Tortoises Incorporated, I think. But I know they based down in Florida. And I paid, I think it was $500. I had got a pair of ornate box turtles and the blowing Dalmatian tortoise. Yes, because that's the one I had showed. If y'all go back in one of my previous videos, there are videos with that blonde Dalmatian tortoise and Little Sandy, which is the Herman tortoise. Both of those two were vegetarians. Now, the box turtles, I always had to buy worms and crickets and catch those grasshoppers around here. Or I'll buy canned grasshoppers. But when you buy the canned grasshoppers and stuff, if the food ain't moving, they don't have no use for it. But then I saw on the YouTube video that they had somebody fed these some frozen little mice. So I bought little pankies, frozen pankies, and put it on the tongs and feed it to them, and they ate them too. Okay, but needless to say, all those turtles I ain't get out the thing that I built in the mama backyard, so I'm down to one hatchling Herman tortoise. When I got him, he was a little bigger than a 50-cent piece. Right now, Hermie was the first one, and this is a Herman tortoise as well, but he named Sandy. Sandy's about this big now. They're not the smallest species, but they don't get no bigger than 6 or 7 inches, long. That's the max for the Herman tortoise. And they're vegetarian, so even if I don't buy greens and squash and collards and mustards to give to him, I can just put him in the grass and he grazes on all the weeds, I go out there and pick all the weeds, dandelion weeds and things out the garden all the time and give to him. Or I'll put the dog's little playpen over a patch of grass and weed and when the weather's good and put him out. Now he's been out for a couple of days because we've been having like 80-degree temperature. But as of yesterday, the temperature dropped so far down because Deborah was saying how up there in Alabama is 20 degrees because Sansan and I called Deborah and I said I was going to call Ambrosia Dollhouse because both of them live in Alabama because my mom woke up a nervous wreck up. But Earl, you need to call your friend and check on both of them in Alabama because they say tornadoes had touched down in Alabama. Well, I did call Lasting Memories Reborn Nursery. They are doing fine. So thank God it didn't affect her. I still do need to get in touch with Ambrosia Dollhouse, but she been sending me texts, so I know she fine. But Mom did wanted to make sure that they were okay over there. So Sansa and I called Deborah on the three-way, and she was uprooting, and we had a nice conversation. And I asked her how she liked the her new house and everything. And she was saying this one would be closer. Say, for instance, if you go to class, I wouldn't have to drive so far out like I did the last time. She's closer towards the city part. So that's even better because eventually Sansan and I do plan to go back and visit her. When things get better here, we want to just ride down there and take a visit. But anyway, this is a card that Cam said to Miss Earl from Sam. Because I get low and wonder if you get what I'm doing. This also came in the box. So let's open this and see what this is. Hold on. This is a card. Oh, and this isn't that pretty with the two little thing. Oh goodness, I want to get this card. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go get her glasses. I know better than to try to open up something like this without glasses. No, I can't see with these cataracts without reading. Okay. And I know she says that she like to comes on and say, well, Earl, I can't believe you did a short video the other day, which was the one I did yesterday showing Kennella passing because, hold up, let's put these two over here together. So Minnie can be seen. Since today is Minnie Power Tuesday, we don't want Minnie covered up in this video. But it says, friends. Friends like you are hard to find. Any lifetime, you get only a few. And when you find them, you always know them by sight and heart alone. And when you find them, you always grow a little bit taller in your soul. And when you find them, you also know that as the years coming, and as the years go by, you have been blessed to know them. Thus blessed am I. This lucky have I been to know a friend like you. And she said, thanks so much for being such a great sister and friend. When I need someone to talk to, I truly blessed to have you in my life. Love always, Sam. Oh, and then he got a friend under there. Now that is so cute. And I guess this me and her. How you doing? That is so pretty and so cute. I love it. I can tell y'all now. Me and San, me and Bully, we talk almost. But San I talk to every day. Very really, a day don't go by that I don't talk to her. But I talk to her and Bully. But I do talk to her on the phone as well. Miss Ruth Clay. I've talked to Erica Jones, Ambrosia Dollhouse, Bertie Austin. I thoroughly enjoy talking, and they all can tell you I do have the gift of gab, and I just love to talk. I really do love to talk. So anybody who's just sitting at home and you want somebody to talk to, just message me on Instagram. We can exchange numbers, and I'll give you a call. Because I tell you the truth, I just like to talk, and I just like meeting people. And I think with me doing here, being in the shop as long as I have been, and somebody said on my video, because I said that I had to take my continuing education class for my license. Now, for those who may be new or old to my channel, when I, like I told y'all, I've been signed up to YouTube so I can comment on other people's channel, but I didn't started putting videos to November a year ago. This November just passed me the year. But if you go to my home page and it says about me, I talk about how I've been but I wouldn't say I'm a private collector because I've been collecting dolls, like I say, all my life. I kept all my dolls, and I had a room just designated for dolls and just toys and dolls, period. And but I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all see the amount of dolls that I literally just left in my attic, and I didn't even look and see if anything I could have salvaged, because once I pulled the steps down and all the insulation and things start dropping down, I'm like, you know what, forget whatever's up there. Oh, my china, I left a box. My china was up there, because when we first moved to that house, it was a fixer-upper, so a lot of stuff I put in the attic and just never brought it back down. But something just wreaked havoc, teeing up, eating up all my dolls and everything. All the clothes been eat up, and I don't know what the devil been up there. I don't know if it was squirrel, possum, rat. I don't know, because I know the lady on my street, down the street, she used, for every holiday, as a matter of fact, she's the lady that married me and my husband. They were notary publics. And she was saying that every holiday they would have the wood ornaments. Like for Easter, they'll have the wooden bunnies in the yard. St. Patrick's Day, they got clovers and the little Lucky Charm, little leprechaun thing in the yard and all that. But every time you look, the squirrels would get at hers and eat up the wood on her stuff, and she would always have to repair or get more made and everything. So I honestly don't know what was in the attic, but it used to sound like they playing football up there or whatever the case may be. But due to the fact that I had animals, I was always scared to put poison down. I've always been scared to get poison down, because my thing is, if they eat the poison and come outside the house or in the house, it would freak me out. But then if my animals, like my cats or something, go to try to catch them, then they get poisoned. I was always afraid of that, so I just pray that they would go somewhere. But they wreak havoc on a lot. I lost a lot of my I just left it up there. I didn't even take it out the house. I just left it in the house, to be honest with you, because I was not going to go through all of that mess. But now and like I say, I want to do that tag with somebody else had put out too. But about reborn, how long you've been collecting and this and that. And like I said, like, I've always collected just dolls, period. It didn't necessarily have to be reborn. But my first reborn, I know for a fact, is over 15 years old. I got to go back on their page and get all the questions, and I'll come back at another time and answer all those things. But I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about myself. Back in 1990, I had went to Academy of Hair Design. I came out of high school back in 1988. I graduated from Burke High School. So for those who want to know my age, I'm 48 years old now, and I'll be 49 this October 5th. So that's why when you always hear me say on my video, I'll be 50 years old next year. And I don't have time for no drama and no mess, because I'm just too old for it. So that's why I always say I try to act my age and not my shoe size. But I went to school for nursing assistant, Low Country Institute for Nursing Assistant. And then I did a patient every morning before I went to Academy of Hair Design for cosmetology. And after I got out of school, I would run home, switch clothes, and I was working at Marshall's in the men's department. So majority of my adult life, I've always worked 2 or 3 jobs. And this was started my spending addiction, because I'm always making good change and having access to it on a daily basis, especially when you're working in the shop. You get cash in hand every day. I booth rented for a good while, but the very last shop I worked at, I just got tired of just being in a booth renting and just doing black hair, with the exception of my Caucasian friends I had and my patients. I would do their hair, but I wanted to do. I did actually, when I graduated from cosmetology school, all I did in culinary school was Caucasian hair. So when I got out, I actually had to go to hair shows to learn how to do black hair because we didn't get many black clients and to do their hair. So that was a learning experience. And then I went to Dudley Cosmetology University for advanced training where I learned a lot about black hair. So I'm also a Dudley Cosmetology alumni as well. But then I went to Trident Tech for medical administrative assistant because I figure when I got tired of dealing with patients hands on, I'll go back to working behind the desk because, and retire doing that. Because when I was in my 20s, I used to work at Roper Hospital in radiology transcript. When I was in high school, and I was just telling Miss Bully this the other day, my very first job was working at McDonald's on Spring Street here in Charleston, South Carolina. I was held up at gunpoint and I was robbed. And so by the time I got home that night, it was all on the news and everything. Mom said that was my final day working at McDonald's, and she don't ever want me working in fast food again, and I never did. So with that being said, but that was the only little outing because Mama had us so sheltered that I had. And she said, well, you can find something else, and if you want to, you say you want to go to the medical field, why don't you go to the hospital and become a candy scraper? So while I was in let me see, I was a senior then. I became a candy scraper at Roper Hospital, and then, like I said, in my 20s, I went back and worked there in radiology transcript, which at that time they had a radiology school as well as an LPN school there as well. My sister graduated from the LPN school, did the fast track, and got her RN license. I was supposed to go into that same school as well. But after I did my clinical trainings with nurse assistant, I didn't even want to go no further because I was so turned off. And I was like, I'm not working in the hospital. I'm just going to do private duty nursing. And that's what I done for 28 years. I've always, as long as I've been in the shop, I've been in the shop for 20-something years as well. The only reason I'm not in the shop now, I got hurt. And the same left hand, I've had rotator cuff surgery on, as well as, you see the scar here, I had my decubitus tendon release in this arm, so this side is very weak. And for me just to continuously shampoo and manipulate this wrist a lot, it just hurts so bad. So, but I keep my license current because you never know if I have to come out of retirement. And I run into customers all the time. They even beg to come to my house, ask me to come to their house to do their hair to this day still, and talk about they can never find nobody who can cut like me. And when I tell you, if I can, y'all see how long Kennella hair is? This is the longest I want to be. If I can get everybody customers with this same length hair, and when I tell you, even though you cut this short, I could have curled every strand on their head. I was the only one at the last shop I worked to, working with the Marcel curling irons. When I would have the Caucasians or the Hispanics and Asians come in there, and it was like, and they see me heating up. They said, well, what is that? I said, that's my stove. They said, oh no, you can't use that on my hair. I said, here, it's here. You just use it at different temperatures. But yes, you could use this. One of these days, I'm going to show, I took that chip out of my phone. So I had a couple of pictures I could have showed y'all. I got a photo album too at the house of all the different hairs and stuff I did. But when I tell you, if I go back now, I really would like to go in a barbershop actually. But because I like clipper cutting. But just doing hair cuts. I don't think I want to be blow drying and curl, because that wears your arm and shoulders out a lot as well. But my left side got messed up so bad from that last surgery. It's just hard for me to be doing hair right now. But I do keep my license current, because you never can say never, and you always have something you can fall back on. And that's why I try to educate young people. Stop just trying to work one job when you're young. Go back to school and take all kind of trades. Now I can tell you, I had very much had intentions on going back for a veterinarian technician, but the only reason I didn't go is I started suffering from seizures. So when I get stressed out, I have seizures, And the side effect of my seizures, when I have them, it gives me short-term memory. I know the stress of school at this point would give me seizures, and what I've been going through with mom and dad, I mean, it's a lucky I can remember my name. I tell you the truth, because I've been so stressed out, and I just can't control them. So that's why sometimes if you all hear me seem to be kind of scatterbrained, or I lose my train of thought mid sentence, that's what's going on, and that's just one of the side effects to what the condition that I have. So for that, I do apologize in advance for skipping all over with different subjects in my videos. But anyway, I just like to thank Ruth Clay and Cassandra Thompson for all the beautiful love meal, the happy meal. And also today I went out and they had, because once a month down here in Charleston, South Carolina, they always do the free produce and stuff that they give you. And today I got some produce, and I told my pastor about it, and I gave her some things too. And my husband just went back to work back in December, because he and I both have been out of work for over here, because we both been out of work due to workman's comp and stuff like that. Me at the shop, and him from U.S. Food Service. My husband's a truck driver, and he had to he fell in a restaurant delivering out in Buford, and it messed up his back really bad. He had to have spinal surgery. Actually, they shave off some of the bones in his back. It was really, really painful for him, and that's why right now me and mom got back problems. I got herniated disc, and one of mom bones is sitting off from the fall she had that ended up with the bleed on her brain. But both she and I are scared. They both want to do surgery on both of us, but that's just like the blind taking care of the blind right now, because I have to take care of them, so both of us can't go out with surgery. I do wear a back brace, and just took her the other day to get fitted for one. Her doctor saying her, because she telling she tried a brace first. I had an epidural done last year, and which I kind of rectified that right afterwards, because I lifted some cases of water for mom and dad, but I didn't have nobody else to do it. I was there by myself, so it is what it is. But anyway, I just pray it'll eventually get better, But with that being said, he just got back to work, so I don't bother him too much, but he still squeezes me out allowances here and there. And he paid for me to go to take my continuing education class, but I didn't have to. I wasn't going to tell him until payday this week to tell him that I need the money to pay to get my license renewed. And I prayed about this thing and prayed about this thing. Well, to make a long story short, when you're not expecting anything, God just have a way of just blessing you. And here comes one of my the same person who's my friend and my husband's pastor. She came out there to where I was at with the vegetables, and I said, "Girl, come on, let me." She said, "Well, Earl, I'm not getting." I said, "Come on." She said, "I'm not getting in that line and have everybody mad at me." And I said, "Well, that's okay. I'm gonna get for me and you." And I took her half of what I got, and I told her I want to give some things to the neighbors as well. And she said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. This is from me and my husband. We wanted to bless you with something." And I said, "Oh no, I'm not taking nothing for you." She said, "Earl, you gonna take this because the Lord tell me that." I said, "No, the Lord." And she said, "Earl, you always want to give somebody, but you never want nobody to give you." She said, "I said, you sure the Lord tell you this, or there's something you want to do on your own?" She said, "I'm telling you, this is from Lord, so don't thank me. You thank the Lord." And I said, "Thank you, Jesus." And I called Miss Bully, and I said, "Miss Bully, I am so touched right now that I want to cry, because," and I try not to cry now because I get emotional. I'm just such a sponge since this thing going through my. I tell you, I know my progesterone levels are low again because I cry at the drop of a dime anymore. But I just been praying, don't know where and how I was going to get the change to get my license renewed because I had to pay $80 for my class. And you see how Lord did it, where I got the money now to pay for my license. And for that, I just say, I thank you, God. And see, when I tell y'all, when he woke me up this morning and started me on my way, and then I got a text from Miss Ruth last night saying, go check your P.O. box. And here was this beautiful love mail from her. The things, these pretty rabbits and pacifiers for my babies. And then I got things from San saying in this beautiful card. And she was saying some little treats for my parents and I. And I just, you just never know. But like I always say in all my videos, we are more than just a dog community. We are a sisterhood. And if you treat people the way you would like to be treated, you don't have to ask. Or you trust in the Lord, you worship Him, you praise Him, you give Him the glory, you live according to the Word. Not saying that I am perfect, because I too am a fault. Don't get me wrong. I have my faults. And if I say something wrong or do something to offend you, y'all please message me, or tell me, well, Earl, I didn't like you say such and such, or you offend me in such and such way. And if I did, I apologize in advance. But with that being said, you pray about things, and when you're going through something, He's an on-time God. Yes, He is. When I tell you, it just, I used to stress out a lot. I mean, to all these new, I ain't got that on my own, slowly but surely. But gray is popping out here and there. But I usually keep my hair dyed all blonde for the summer anyway. But when you, like I said, you treat people the way you want to be treated. You try to live your life according to the Word. When you get words of wisdom, you try to do things according to the God and of His will, and you just pray all the time. And everything that you need, some things that you want, God will just, they say, ask and it shall be given. You seek God and ye shall find Him. You know what I'm saying? Knocking, that door shall be open. And I prayed about, Lord, I don't know, I don't want to, ask mom or dad or my sister or somebody, or even, I didn't even want to go to my husband and say, because I know we playing catch up and we paying things. He paying everything because I'm not working, because I'm here taking care of mom and dad. And look how God did it. He made a way for me. He just made a way. And I just wanted to share that testimony with you guys. And I can't think of the girl name. I just saw a video Sunday, and she was talking, and she read a scripture out of a book that she used for prayers and things. And I asked her to message me or email me, which I haven't checked. I gotta go check my email and see if she sent. I said, even if because she sent me the author and the title of that book, because the message she read, and it talked about forgiveness. It's so hard for us to forgive sometimes, but like I see, and I spoke about bullying, and I spoke about scammers and things in this community. But y'all, regardless of everything that's going on in our community, let's learn to forgive. Let's continue to spread kindness and niceness, regardless of how people treat you. And like I told y'all, I've been scammed myself, but I don't go, I leave that in the hands of the Lord, because when somebody do something wrong to you, they end up losing more than that, And see how the Lord fix it, where the same thing I lost, I ain't gained so much more since that, so much more. I know this video is going on too long, and right now, I hate when I start talking and getting emotional, because I get wet eye and had the audacity to put on mascara, so I know, and I'm rubbing my eyes, so I know I look like a cracked out raccoon right about now, because my eyes be getting moist. But anyway, and note to anybody, if you ever go to a funeral, you got something going on emotionally in your life, don't put on mascara, and especially on the bottom lashes like me. Because when I tell you, you will look like a cracked out raccoon, you really would. Been there, done it more than once. So that's note to self. Stop putting the mascara on the bottom lashes, and then you get up here and be doing the most. Oh gosh. Sometimes I get in these videos, I have to laugh at myself. I ain't lying. I can't believe Daddy ain't get up into that ice machine, y'all. Oh, Mom ain't talking, but I think they eat their little snacks and might be napping around there. So I know the dogs are quiet. They're quiet. I better call this video to the end. Now I'm going to stir up this Minnie Mouse one more time because it's supposed to be Minnie Power Tuesday, and that's what this video is supposed to be about. The animals, but
My name's Minnie. Would you like to crawl with me?
you want to crawl with her?
Let's go.
Look at look. And I'm sure he crawled longer than this here, but these actually are the batteries that came in this doll. I haven't put any new ones in, but I thought it was so cute. $2.99. A little crawling Minnie. I thought it was just a stuffed animal, really. And when I got in the car, I was taking it out of the car, and I must have hit something on here. And Minnie talking and crawling and doing the most. You like that, Kennella? And for those who, let me get Kennella. For those who are interested and you got a little micro preemie, this is the pacifier right here. And like I said, they're handmade. And check it out. It's the same little baby Minnie that's on that toy that's on her pacifier. You see that? And they got the little beads and then the clip. Oops, let me turn this around. Is Minnie Mouse with the little bling on it as well. And it's just big enough. And this one here that I purchased, even though Kennella's a 13-inch doll, I purchased the one for 12-inch. And even though with most the regular pacifier, you have to put the gel on it to pacify, but this one slides right in. And like I said, as of last night, I went back on her, and I called her name out on the video who I purchased it from, but I actually put the name of her store on Etsy beneath that video. So go check the video prior to this one, and you'll see the store name on Etsy. Is this silicone Minnie? I don't want to call it the wrong thing because y'all know it. Like I say, my mind, I can't remember the stuff, and I'll be unchalk it up and have the wrong thing. But I did look it up, and I put it down below the last video. So just go back to that video and follow that video. Miss Ruth, I'm giving the two Saskias these bunnies. So you will be seeing that in their two videos, LaWanda and Victoria. And Victoria is San favorite on my channel. LaWanda Saskia is Miss Ruth favorite on the channel. You know, that's Minnie be doing the most. See what I'm saying? I'm talking and she trying to talk across me. Now, see, that's what I ain't gonna have. But anyway, I know this video I'm going way too long, so let's bring this video to end. Y'all continue to pray for me as I pray for y'all. For all those who are new to the channel, I appreciate y'all for tuning in once again. And usually I come on and do changing videos, but today was Minnie Power Tuesday, so I was saying they both got their little minis on. I just kept it as that, plain and simple. Open up some Happy Meal. Eventually you will see more reborns being shown on the channel because it's between me and Mom babies is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 still dressed in red Valentine, so I got to get those girls changed. Plus I got to bring the two boys on soon and get them changed out of their clothes. So let me see, I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and the two boys. I got 10 more babies to get ready, change out of clothes. So like I say, you still will be seeing more. I did want to I do have a new Minnie set that Reva got, but I didn't want to change Reva out of that peaches and cream outfit because I just would like to enjoy her in that. So I will not be showing Reva this week at all because I just want to enjoy her in that outfit. And she got dressed, changed Sunday. So if I do somebody else, and I might go on and while everybody's quiet now, this might be a good time for me to go on and do some recording of videos for the rest of the week. But before this thing goes on for an hour, I better get off because I'm not sure how long this video is, but I know I'm doing the most. This your girl Earl, baby Kennella, the two bunnies from Miss Ruth Clay, and little Minnie, baby Minnie for Minnie Power Tuesday. And as always, thanks for watching. And y'all continue to pray for one another and continue to pray for me as well. And I will do the same praying for you. Somebody pray for me. Had me on their mind. Took the time and prayed for me. Oh, I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed for me. The dog community prayed for me. Had me on their mind. Took the time and prayed for me. Oh, I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed for me. Thanks to everybody praying for me and keep me on your mind. You took the time and prayed for me. Oh, I'm so glad you prayed. I'm so glad you prayed. I'm so glad you prayed for me. Y'all continue to pray and love one another. And as always, thanks for watching.